press OK.
So this is Aldridge Care Homes. So this is the broker. So if you scroll down, there's not much information here. 24 ensuite, so I guess that's almost in the range of 30 to 40 beds. 2.5 million freehold. If we can read the...
What does freehold mean? Asking price?
Freehold means you own the property forever. Not a leasehold.
No, the purchase, the sale price. That's what that means?
The sale price is including the property.
Okay.
Just for clarify that, includes the property. What are you buying?
You're buying both the business and the property.
Okay.
So a delightful mountain home set on the outskirts of the beautiful East Sussex countryside, close to the well-known coastal town of Eastbourne, provides quality accommodation throughout in all single bedrooms, of which 24 are ensuite. If we can scroll down.
That means 24 of them have toilets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so I'd say I think one of the most critical aspects of this is this clause here. So no approaches, negotiations or offers should be made directly to the vendors under any circumstances, but should be conducted through Aldridge Care Homes. So while you might say that it's the fact that it's from a broker might indicate that they're a motivated seller, at the end of the day you can't see their reasons behind selling, and the brokers might try to fuck you over essentially.
Oh, they are.
So what I found in South Africa with the brokers and stuff is they investigate you too. So I don't know if it works like this in the UK, but when I went through two business brokers, what they did is they wanted enough information from me, and then they did not a private investigation. What they did, they run my company and my name on a background check, and naturally found I had nothing to my name.
Yeah.
So we avoid all business brokers.
Well, I mean that's just in general principle, not because of that, but because their views are skewed. They quite often try to sell the business, the property, whatever, for more than
it's inflated.
They inflate the price because they get paid based on the commission, based on the sales price.
And at the moment they're working on 22 in South Africa, 22%.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, I found that out when he was investigating me.
Yeah, here the business brokers get 6 to 10.
Jesus.
22 is highway robbery.
It's madness.
One of the brokers I'm dealing with, I seen and I brought the purchase agreement that he has is 2%.
Okay, well, it's lower. Business brokers are held in less esteem in America, and they get paid less.
Okay.
Business brokers must be high on the food chain in South Africa.
Yeah, big. When I was still here on your seminar, so I was Googling care homes and things like that, and retirement villages, and critical and full nurse and semi-nursing homes, and every one of them came up under a business broker website. There was not one that was advertised by itself, what do you call it, just a single owner advertising one. So they are big. Definitely. I've got family that are business brokers and I speak.
Well, the biggest business broker in America came to my first seminar here, and he was figuring out how to exit. And his son was the head of my marketing, who was the head of Tony Robbins' marketing back in the 80s. And so his dad had built up, and he subsequently exited, for many tens of millions. But the business brokers in general are held in the poor repute. Okay, so you're saying you can't get information because you're not supposed to go to see these people.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean shit. Those are words on a piece of paper. Did you sign anything that you weren't going to go talk to anybody?
No.
Okay, well then that means nothing.
That's exactly what I was going to get to now. Is I knew who they were representing, and I took a drive by myself just to see if any management were around, and no senior management were there on the day. So it was naturally I didn't speak to anybody, but. So
it would still be advisable to go for a broker as long as you went out of your way to meet the owners.
The broker's only necessary if you've gone through him. But if you met the owner in a pub and he said, hey, I'm selling the business, he doesn't have to use the broker now.
Yeah, unless he's got an agreement that says no matter who walks through the door, I gotta pay.
Yeah, it's exactly. So it depends on who found the client.
But at least you have the license. If you met him in a pub and you are talking, then you have the rights to speak with him.
Yeah.
And you'll still transact through the broker, but you can speak.
Not
with him.
necessarily. You don't have to. And that's what Dan was saying. If they've got the full right
No,
to sell
they
the
will.
business,
They will, because if I'm a broker and I do a deal with you, I'll say
I'm going QLA and say, fuck you, I'm going through here.
but then that guy has not done QLA, right? The seller. I'm talking about the seller, not you.
But this is, I think, semantics until the point of, for myself personally, I'm looking for the owner. I couldn't give a shit about the broker.
Yeah.
I found the owner myself.
Yeah, but he's got this piece from
But the point I think that Dan was asking you, have you signed an agreement with a broker, or why don't you just go straight to the home yourself?
Yeah, so
And
we have
investigate it yourself.
So where did you get this piece of paper?
from a site where we're showing all these care homes and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's like Sotheby's. It's got a site. Okay, and Sotheby's got a site, and Sotheby's site says exactly what this said.
Then
But
it's
I
a
mean,
different thing. Right?
yeah, but then everybody and their dog goes to the castle or the house. And,
Exactly. Then it's a different thing. Then I think he can go directly and talk to the owner.
And then you can always plead, I'm just a kid. What do I know?
What do I know about contracts?
What numbers are these?
Yeah, so
talk us through.
here the income says the current income is 15k a week from 18 residents, of which 4 are privately funded. I think I'm looking for a high percentage of privately funded.
When you say privately funded, that means they're not government,
Yeah, not government.
UPA or NHS or...
NHS, so they're not part of the NHS, so 4 of them are privately funded, so either themselves or family members. And wages, it says 12k, so net of 3k, so 12k a month, so that would be 144k a year. Which
So the EBITDA is 36k, right? 3 multiplied by 12. Is that so the EBITDA is £3,000
a week.
a week?
Yeah.
Oh,
But that hasn't subtracted other expenses as well, so it seems like it's going to be a really small margin.
Yeah.
So that's just subtracting the wages. There's going to be other factors like
And it's not even fully occupied, right? You said 18?
yeah, 18 out of 24.
Well, this would, by American standards, this would be a high rent. Not just the pound value, but when normally there is 6 beds or 4 beds to a room, 1 toilet. These are 24, have their own toilets. This is the upper market.
high end.
Yeah, so 24 each of them on suite.
Yeah, I mean, this is where, your parents aren't going to be living in this one. Unless you pay for it.
18 with 9.
Yeah, so there is room to grow, but
That means it's not on, it's running on battery.
Pull it out for the TV.
Oh, let me see if there's another one.
Just go behind Sebastian. Plugs it over.
Go that far?
Yeah, put it under the table.
yeah, so there is room to grow, and I think part of our strategy is going to be to increase the number of privately funded people. We can increase the capacity in the care home, the number of people staying in there. But then again, I would say the margins are really.
Anyway, what is the average margin in this kind of business? Did you check? Average.
I think it was around about 20%, if I remember correctly. Right, Jeremy? Because you also had that time, yeah.
So this is at the low end.
Yeah.
This is at the
But
low.
this is also coming with the building as well. It's free.
So by definition, it's going to be valued higher because of the real estate, and it skews the EBITDA. It skews the EBITDA. Doesn't mean it's not a good deal, but the bank is going to be inclined to view this on a different lending parameter based on property.
So is there going to be 2 separate lending parameters? One loan to value on the real estate and one the EBITDA?
Correct. Yeah. Or they're going to take the EBITDA and adjust it with some bastardized loan to value. What the property's worth. How much is the property worth?
It doesn't say, it says the total price. So it's
That's just the total, yeah.
So the total price, and let's see, and how many square feet or meters or acres is this thing on?
It should say, where's the...
It says for 40.
back up to facility. It says
Only
facility.
one assisted toilet.
It jumps between the pages.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It's on the
No,
format.
no, there's a 9 with an ensuite toilet, and on top there's 15.
Well, this is the thing that is confusing me. That you've got on the top, it's different between the 18 and the 22. So you've got 18 on the ground floor and 22
Upstairs.
Yep. So there's a total of 40 rooms actually. 20 was it 24? 24 have ensuite bathrooms.
Okay, the 24.
So if it's 40 and it only has 18 occupied, was that right?
Yeah. It was 18 occupied.
That's less than half.
It's less than half.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, so the numbers of only half of them are paying.
And it's 150 about, so 300k. Say you double that number.
Yeah, well, I mean, but you're going to buy it on trailing.
Trailing 12 months.
Okay, so I mean, this thing, my intuition tells me this thing doesn't cash flow.
If you want, we can look at the other deal as well because it's in the same exact format. We can have a quick look at that. So
You want to do that?
Okay, well, you have that ready for after lunch. Okay, guys, any questions of me?
So we here for